Finally washed my truck. It had been some time since it had last been washed, and I'd made several trips to the farm recently. And with all of that, you get quite a collection of dust and dirt and other stuff you would expect to find at a farm. And so I washed it really good, and after I washed it, I realized there were some scratches in the clear coat. So I had some polishing compound, and I used a little bit of that real gently, and was able to kind of buff out most of those scratches. And then had some wax, so I went ahead and waxed it and polished up the chrome. And I had some tire cleaner, and so I sprayed that on the tires and got all those cleaned up and wiped everything down and kind of stood back and admired all of my hard work. And you know what, for a 10-year-old truck, 150,000 miles on it, still looks pretty good. Got a pretty good shine to it. And I was standing there looking at it, and then I realized, if I open those doors, that's just going to ruin everything. Because I still had a lot of tools in it, especially in the back seat. And, being at the farm, you're walking through a lot of dirt and dust and weeds and other stuff. And that, sticks to your shoes, and that gets tracked into the carpet and everything. And so it's just, that's another half day's work getting all that cleaned out. That reminded me of another question that Jesus had asked. On one occasion, a Pharisee had asked Jesus to come over for supper, and Jesus accepted the invitation. And he gets to the house, and he goes in, and he goes to the table, and he's ready to eat. And the Pharisee is astonished that Jesus did not first wash up. And Jesus admonishes the Pharisee, saying, "You cleanse the outside of the cup and the dish, but inside you are full of greed and wickedness." And then here's where he asks the question. He said, "Did not he who made the outside make the inside also?" See, the Pharisees were so much about all of the externals, about making the right impression, about projecting the image that people could see and admire. But here Jesus calls them on it, doesn't he? And he reminds them. He says, you spend so much time working on all of the externals, but you're ignoring some things that are actually even more important. And it's a reminder for us as well, isn't it? I mean, we all project an image. We all work so hard on making the right impression. We cleanse the outside. But what's the inside look like? Is there a nice shine there as well? We all carry the evidence of where we have been. And certainly the blood of Jesus continues to cleanse. But still, as Paul wrote, we have an obligation to cleanse ourselves from every defilement of body and spirit, bringing holiness to completion in the fear of God. There's a nice shine on the outside. What's the inside look like? God bless.